Nkechi and Chike were happily married and building their lives together. They never allowed anyone to come in between them. One morning, as they sat in the sitting room, Nkechi couldn't help but think about her constant mother-in-law trouble. Mama Chike, how she treated her all this while, simply because Chike, her son, refused to marry the lady she brought for him. She was a force to reckon with, always speaking her mind and meddling in every aspect of our lives. Unexpectedly, Mama Chike arrived, uninvited. Mama Chike said, Nkechi, I heard that you are not taking care of my son properly. A wife must ensure her husband is always happy. I've gotten a lot of complaints about you. Nkechi said, Mama, I assure you, Chike is well cared for. But if there's something I'm missing, please guide me. Instead of Mama Chike offering guidance to Nkechi, she began to pick offenses. She criticized her cooking, her cleaning. She condemns everything she does and even her dressing. One fateful evening, Mama Chike entered the kitchen and saw how Nkechi was cooking her food. She accused her of being lazy. She said, Is that how African women cook? As if that's not enough, she went ahead and said, Nkechi, how did you cook this watery soup for my son? Do you think this is how we cooked in my time? With frustration but respectful, Nkechi stayed calm with tears in her eyes, started remaking the meal. It was so painful to her, but she never uttered a word to her mother-in-law. Chike, overhearing the exchange in the kitchen, stepped in. Chike said, Mama, what is going on here? My wife works hard for us. She's being herself. I don't know why you keep finding fault where she is. Please give her a chance. I don't like this. Mama Chike said with anger in her face, You are blinded by love, my son. What did she give you that you are not seeing what I'm seeing? Later that night, Nkechi was so worried while they were on the bed. Chike looked at her and said, My wife, please don't put whatever Mama is doing at heart. Very soon she will go back. Nkechi said, My husband, you and I have been trying our best to avoid Mama's trouble, yet to no avail. At first, I tried to make an effort to get along with her, but it seemed like no matter what I did, she was always finding fault. Chike cuddled her and said, Don't worry, my wife. Everything will be all right. 2 days later, when Chike and Nkechi was having a good moment in their room, Mama Chike barged into their room uninvited. Nkechi was surprised. But being a nice daughter-in-law, she reluctantly agreed. But Chike was so embarrassed by her mother's behavior. Mama Chike refused to leave their room. She was standing beside the foot of the bed, offering them advice that didn't ask for, to their greatest dismay. Nkechi found the presence of her mother-in-law intrusive. Her comment was irritating her. She began to resent her mother-in-law. She didn't like her constant interference in her private moment with her husband. Despite their efforts to maintain their composure, everything seemed so difficult for them. One day, Nkechi had enough. She decided to seek advice from a wise old woman in the village. The old woman listened to Nkechi's story and then shared a valuable lesson with her. My dear daughter, you cannot control how others behave, but you can control how you react to them, she said. Instead of trying to please your mother-in-law, focus on being the best version of yourself. Be kind, respectful, and firm, but do not let her behavior dictate your happiness. Nkechi took the old woman's advice to heart and began to focus on her own happiness and well-being. She stopped trying to please Mama Chike and instead set boundaries and prioritized her own needs. As she did so, she noticed a significant change in her relationship with her mother-in-law. Mama Chike still tried to manipulate and control her, but Nkechi was no longer affected by her behavior. In fact, Nkechi's newfound confidence and self-respect inspired Mama Chike to re-examine her own behavior. Over time, Mama Chike began to treat Nkechi with more respect and kindness. One morning, she was affected by her behavior. In fact, Nkechi's newfound confidence and self-respect inspired Mama Chike to re-examine her own behavior. Over time, Mama Chike began to treat Nkechi with more respect and kindness. One morning, Mama Chike saw that all she is doing is not working out again. Instead, Nkechi is being happy every day. She called the family and told them she is leaving. Moral lesson learned from the story. You cannot control how others behave, but you can control how you react to them. By focusing on your own happiness and well-being, you can rise above difficult situations and even inspire positive change in others